So now how about some rounding? How do you use the graphing calculator to round? Well, if you go to mode, then the float is how many decimals. So I realize this looks slightly different than on your calculator, but it's the same word and it's in the same place. So right now I'm just going to set it to give me 9 decimal places. So when I do something like 256 divided by 1365, so it gives me a bunch of decimals. Now let's say that I'm told to round to 4 decimal places. So then you actually use 5 decimal places. So that means I would use the 0.18754. If we're supposed to round to 4 decimal places, you look at that 5th decimal place, it's a 4. That means you do not round up. That means that the final answer would be 0.1875. And that would be rounding to 4 decimal places. Now, let's say that it said round to 7 decimal places. Then you need to actually look at the 8th decimal place. So that means you go all the way out to where it says 78. And that 8 at the end is bigger than 5, so the 7 has to be rounded up. So in that case, it would be 0.1875458. And then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decimal places. And there we go. And while we're here, another fun thing that you can do is, sometimes it's helpful, you can take the decimal and change it to a fraction. So just go to the math key, choose the very first one which says change it to a fraction, and it didn't work. Let me try an easier example. 0.25, so that's 1/4. Go to the math key, hit fraction, and then it will change it to 1/4.